And here is the Writer's Almanac for Wednesday, August the 14th, 2019. It's the birthday of the poet Letitia Elizabeth Landon, born in London, 1802, popular for her romantic poems which went out of fashion, and then interest in her was revived by an essay about her by Germaine Greer, and scholars began to look at her work again. It's the birthday of Steve Martin, born Waco, Texas, 1945, comedian, actor, author of several plays and novels, who said, "The real joy is in constructing a sentence, but I see myself as an actor first, because writing is what you do when you are ready, and acting is what you do when someone else is ready." It's the birthday of Gary Larson, cartoonist, 1950, born Tacoma, Washington, creator of The Far Side, comic that ran from 1980 to 1995, a cartoon series in which a man sits on a bed in a disheveled room staring at a chicken who was sitting on the windowsill. And the caption read, "The bluebird of happiness long absent from his life, Ned is visited by the chicken of depression." And in which a kid pushes at a door that is marked pull, and the sign next to him says Midvale School for the Gifted. It's the birthday of one of the best-selling authors of all time, Danielle Steel, born New York City, 1947. Growing up, after her parents divorced, she divided her time between New York and Paris, raised by relatives and family employees. She married young. She had 9 children. The first came along when she was 19, and that was also when she wrote her first book, Going Home, 1972. Worked in public relations in New York during the day, wrote at night. It was her 4th book, The Promise, that was her first big success, 1978. Danielle Steel, who's published well over 100 books, most of them novels, but also a memoir, His Bright Light, about her son Nicholas Trena, who suffered from bipolar disorder, committed suicide when he was 19. And it's the birthday of a famous dentist, Doc Holliday, born Griffin, Georgia, 1851, practiced in Philadelphia, went west because he was suffering from tuberculosis, wound up in the Arizona Territory in the city of Tombstone, where he became a friend of Wyatt Earp, and along with him, he took part in the gunfight at the OK Corral, October 1881, against the Clantons, one of the most famous shootouts in the history of the West. Here's a poem by Jim Harrison, Death Again. Let's not get romantic or dismal about death. Indeed, it's our most unique act along with birth. We must think of it as cooking breakfast. It's that ordinary. Break 2 eggs into a bowl, or break a bowl into 2 eggs. Slip into a coffin after the fluids have been drained, or better yet, slide into the fire. Of course, it's a little hard to accept your last kiss, your last drink, your last meal, about which the condemned can be quite particular, as if there could be a cheeseburger sent by God. A few lovers sweep by the inner eye, but it's mostly a placid lake at dawn, mist rising, a solitary loon call, and staring into the still, opaque water. We'll know as children, again, all that we are destined to know, that the water is cold and deep, and the sun penetrates only so far. Death Again, a poem by Jim Harrison from the Essential Poems, published by Copper Canyon Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.